Hey folks, Coach Johnson here. Here's the video I was telling you guys about before. This is why this new format is so important to me. Is if you don't know, in my childhood I was really overweight and I was unathletic. I was very, very introverted, very shy. I wasn't comfortable around a lot of people. I wasn't comfortable speaking, that kind of thing. So a couple of things happened kind of together that really changed my outlook on life and my career path as it turns out. So I decided to, when I was in high school, to get in shape and just decided to do it. And right about the same time, I felt like I wanted to get into martial arts, but like a lot of people say, well, I want to get in shape first. So I wanted to be more comfortable with that. So I lost some weight, got into martial arts, continued to lose weight, got in shape. Then I continued on my path as an instructor. And I did that because I wanted to share the confidence and the joy that I got out of becoming a stronger version of myself. And in fitness, the same thing. So I moved to San Diego to teach full-time martial arts. And in the mid 90s, I decided to work a side job, a second job as a personal trainer because I was really into fitness. I wanted to help people out. So I was in the gyms. And, as a martial arts instructor, people come and they stay for a while and they quit. Sometimes go to a black belt, whatever. And it's frustrating. When I noticed the same thing when I got into personal training. People would come on board, they get excited, they want to get in shape, they have these goals, and then a lot of times they would come in. We do like an orientation tour with them, and they're like, well, I'm just want to, I don't want to hire a trainer. I'm just going to do it myself. And almost without fail, I mean, I'd say 90% of the time, they stop coming after a few weeks. They get frustrated. I don't know what the deal was. If they're not there, I can't talk to them. But they would just give up. And of course, by giving up, they wouldn't reach their goals. And every once in a while, I would see somebody who took it seriously, and they got fired up, and they were consistent, and they did it on their own. People who were more serious would hire a trainer. That's one of the things I did. And we would put together a program. We would hold them accountable. Like, look, we're going to be here at 9 a.m. on this day. Make sure you're here. And those people got way better results, unsurprisingly. And personal training is relatively expensive, but when you look at just wasting money on a membership that you're not using, that's a complete zero ROI. When you do hire a trainer that knows what he or she is doing, it might be a good chunk of change, but you're going to get some results, and you at least feel like your money is going to be invested. So fast forward a little bit. So it's a big deal to me. I want people to get results. I got into this business to help people get the confidence and to feel better. It's not an easy business to do. If you ask anybody who has a training business or a martial arts academy, it can be really, really successful and lucrative, but it's very challenging compared to other business models. And almost everybody who does this kind of work does it because they love what they do. They love sharing information. They love empowering people. And that is the other reward we get. The paycheck is great if we get it, but we love to see the smile on someone's face when they hit a goal, whether it's a rank in martial arts, or whether it's a move they learned, or whether it's a dress size they wanted to get. That's a pretty powerful feeling for us. That's a bonus, if you will. Anyway, so sorry, fast forward a little tangent there. So I've been teaching fitness kickboxing of some kind since 1998. I've done all kinds of models. The only one that I didn't do, I never liked the Taibo thing with the rhythmic kickboxing. I mean, it's just never my thing, because I used to actually do kickboxing, and you don't fight to a rhythm like that. But anyway, whatever. So I did circuit training. I've done bag classes. I've done pad classes. I've done just conditioning, all kinds of stuff. I've done models where people drop in and pay for each class as they go. We've done memberships where you pay a monthly fee, you come as many times as you want. We've done the model where you buy a package of classes, and you come when it's convenient, and they all work to some extent. And the challenge I'm having now recently is like, for the last several years, we've had people who come on board to kickboxing. They do the class, they gel with our team, they enjoy what we do, but they get excited, they get fired up, and they sign up, and they just drift away. They just, and now here's the other thing: the folks who are consistent, they get really good results, because they're consistently changing the thing. Let's take this for example. Let's say you have your lifestyle is here, and you do nothing else except add in a workout, kickboxing, Pilates, whatever, something that's vigorous and gets your heart rate up. If you do nothing else other than that, you're going to start seeing results in a positive way in your body composition. Unless you know, obviously if you if you do the class and then go eat a large pizza after class, you're not going to see that. But the bottom line is people who come consistently, who make it a priority, who feel like they want to get their money's worth, they get way better results. And I always joke around and say, if I want people to pay and not show up, I would just sell insurance. You know, no offense to my friends that sell insurance, it's important, but you see what I'm saying. Nobody gets excited about buying insurance. They get excited about getting something tangible. So I don't want them to sign up for class and pay us and then not show up, or show up once every 4 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever. That's not what I got in this business to do. I got in this business to help people get to where they want to go and feel better about themselves and feel more empowered and get that same joy of confidence that I got going from a fat, shy kid to a martial arts instructor and a fitness trainer and somebody who's in shape. And you know, it's easy to do that when you're, you know, well, easier. It's, people assume it's easier when you're in your 20s, and it probably is a little bit. But when you get to your 30s and 40s and 50s, and you're still able to maintain that means you have some actual discipline and commitment. And this is all leading to a change in our model with our fitness classes. I found lots of success over the years when I would challenge our members. I said, hey guys, I'm going to do a challenge. You know, I would pick something for me. I'm going to do 6 weeks of this or 12 weeks of that. And I would invite them to come on the journey with me. And they would be like, oh, cool. And they would get great results because they're being held accountable, because I'm expecting them to check in. I want to know what's going on. I'm going to follow up with them. If I don't hear from them or see them, I'm going to, you know, we'll text them, we'll call, or you know, whatever message. You know, now there's a million ways to get a hold of somebody. But then they would do the challenge, and then I'll get great results, and sometimes they just go right back to what they were doing. And that's frustrating, but at least they got somewhere. So our business model is going to switch from being just buy a bunch of classes and come when you want, which is fine. We're not going to stop doing that necessarily, but I'm going to focus more on creating a transformation for people. I want to challenge them. I want to look at this, take their numbers, meet with them, and decide, hey, here's what we can do in this much time. Let's do that. Let's focus on getting this. So exercise is very important. What's more important is your nutrition, what you're eating on a regular basis. And when I say this, people get really like, well, I can't give up beer. I can't. No one's, well, I shouldn't say no one. Some trainers get really freaked out, like, oh, you can never have bread again. You can never have. That's not sustainable. That's not how I do my training. That's not how our training is going to work. However, you will have to make some changes, because if what you're doing isn't working, you have to change something, guys. That's just the way the world works. So we're going to offer nutritional guidance. We're going to give some meal plans, or we have some recipes you can follow. We're going to have we're going to hold you accountable to workouts. I want you checking in. We have lots of ways to do this, but I want people to succeed. I'm tired of people signing up for classes, getting excited, and then disappearing, and then not getting the results they wanted. It's very frustrating to me. And it kind of hurts my heart a little bit, because I want people to be successful. I want them to get that confidence. I want them to feel like, man, I did this. And here's the thing. It isn't that hard. A peeve of mine is like whenever I hit a target, and or you know, what my friends do, like, whoa, it's clear that all your hard work is paying off, and it's kind of a backhanded compliment. It's like saying, well, you know, the only reason I haven't done it is because it's really hard to do that, and that's just not the case. Now, that being said, I have friends who are extreme athletes, and they do crazy endurance races, and they do all kind. That's a level of training that hardly anybody will want to take on. You have to really want that. Like some of my friends are bodybuilders, or they'll do like every weekend they'll do a Spartan race or something like that, and that takes a level of dedication that most people aren't able to do and aren't willing to do and don't need to do. The thing is that getting in shape, it isn't that hard. It's just some small changes, a little bit different mindset. Time is going to pass one way or the other. You can either take small steps towards your goal or small steps away from your goal. But to think you have to dive in and change everything about your lifestyle and sacrifice your family and your friends and never see the daylight again because you're in the gym all the time, or you're never going to eat your favorite food again because your trainer won't let you do that, and that's not going to work. And that's not how our programs work, and that's not how successful programs work for the average person. So stop using that as an excuse. Stop saying, well, it's really hard to do this. I can't do it. It's too hard. So someone who got in shape, they worked really hard. Maybe they did, but they just did something different. All right, enough of the rant. Anyway, so our program model is going to be changing to transformation challenges. I want to give you guys the tools to really succeed, and we're going to hold you accountable to that. So that's a lot more work on our end. So our prices are going to reflect that. Be prepared for that. So a couple things are going to happen. All this is going to happen before the first year. We're kind of in the loading stage now. Now, friends and family, those people who are already in our school, they have family with our school, people I know personally, we're going to offer these challenges at a reduced rate for the pre-launch. They're going to pre-register. They can do the challenge, get all the equipment. I mean, all the stuff, the meal plans, the guidance, the classes. There's going to be a discount for that because you've been loyal. You've communicated. You're in our circle. Folks who haven't taken the plunge and even signed up for a class or haven't talked to us, back and forth. Maybe they opted in and looked at the schedule, but they didn't take any action. That's cool, man. I appreciate you guys, but you're going to have to do the regular rate. And it's going to be completely and totally worth it because you're going to get results, and that is something that's important to us. However, if you've come to some classes, or you have a friend or you're a parent that's in class, or maybe your kids are do class with us and you're already in our circle, I'm going to give you guys a chance to save a bunch of money on these challenges. Just keep us. So if you're interested in that, send me a message. I'm not going to post the link up here. You have to find out. You have to take a little action. You got to step up and just send me a message. Or a text or an email or whatever it is. Anyway, so really personal, guys. I want our students and our clients and our members to get results. It's frustrating to me when people get excited about it and they just don't follow through. So maybe we're not doing our job. We got to hold them more accountable. So we're willing to do more work to make sure our clients get better results. All right, well, it's a long video. Thanks for bearing with me. So it's a long journey from being a fat, shy kid that I was when I was a teenager and a young adult to someone who's not afraid to talk in front of people. I feel good about my conditioning. I'm like pretty much the best shape I've ever been in, and I'm not a spring chicken anymore. So it's not like it's just because you're 22, it's easy. And honestly, guys, it wasn't easy at 22. It's not easy at 32. It's not easy at 42. But it isn't a ridiculously hard thing to do. All right, thanks for being with me. Have a great day. I hope you guys are having a fantastic holiday weekend with your family, and I'll talk to you soon.